Hey guys! Sorry I am a few minutes late today. I am playing around with a new software. Some of you might have seen me on Facebook Live yesterday. Sorry I am a few minutes late. Let me see here. With a new software. Some of you might have seen me on Facebook Live yesterday. Oh, hold on. I gotta close out of this. This is my problem. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed my mic sound. So if you're there and you can hear me just fine, let me know. I'm going to pull it up on my phone so that I can make sure it's working great for all of you. Yeah. Okay, great. It looks like we are here. Hi, Kylie. I see your comment. So I am doing things a little bit differently today. I actually am running this through a software called OBS, and so you're viewing me from my webcam today instead of from my phone. So that's kind of fun, something a little bit different, and the great thing about this software is it will allow me to share my desktop with you guys. So in those moments through my broadcast where I could support things with visual examples, this software is going to cover that issue. Okay, so I wanted to start today by giving you guys a recipe for an awesome blog post. Actually, let me do my intro before I get started. I'm just kind of all over the place this morning. It's the new technology aspect. So I'm Kimberly Woods from KimberlyWoods.com, and this is my daily Facebook Live show where I teach entrepreneurs how to grow their business online and enjoy the process while they're doing it. So we know that content marketing plays a huge part in search engine optimization, attracting people to your website, and growing your email list. Today, I wanted to share with you guys a little recipe that I've put together for an awesome blog post. Let's get started. So the first thing that you want to focus on is you want to focus on positioning yourself as a thought leader. This is so important because if you can position yourself as a thought leader on your blog post, then people are going to come to you over other people out there on the web. They're going to come to you because you provide value, you provide education, and you provide a perspective that they want to hear. So with the thought leadership, you need to make sure your blog posts are heavily loaded with statistics when it is relevant. So at the beginning of your blog post, maybe in the first paragraph or two, you want to focus on giving stats and linking to where you found those stats online. So if I was doing a blog post on email marketing, I would want to maybe cite the stat that the return on investment for email marketing is $38 to every $1 you spend. And then I would link to the Direct Marketing Association and the whole study that they've done behind this. So make sure in the first part of your blog post, you are incorporating a ton of statistics. Okay? Then the next thing that you want to focus on is you want to make sure you are thinking about your conclusion. Neil Patel, who I love his content, it is great, and he does a lot of statistics. So he did a study, and he found that a lot of people actually scroll to the bottom of a blog post, and they will read the conclusion before reading through the entire blog post. So for the writing of your blog post, what you want to do is kind of bullet point out your introduction and the stats you want to use, outline the meat of your content, and then really focus on your conclusion. Focus on ending your conclusion with a question mark, because this is going to get people to be more engaged with your content and likely increase the probability that they're going to leave a comment. So what Neil Patel does is he works a little bit backwards. He will actually start with writing that introduction and conclusion first, and then he goes back through and he fills in all of the supporting information for that central part of his blog post. So focus on that conclusion. That is another great recipe for increasing engagement. Okay? Then another thing is you need to make sure that your content is very personalized. So you want to make sure you're using words like I, we, you, incorporating personal stories and experiences. So as a marketer, I would incorporate personalized stories on, different A/B testing I've done on landing pages and landing page headlines. So if you can add in that element of personalization, it helps you to connect with your audience more. If you want to take that a step further, if you add in some controversy with the personalization, it will also help boost up that engagement even quicker. Okay? Then another thing you want to think about is testing headlines on your blog post. Let me just make sure again I'm doing good on my phone here. I can't see comments as well on this as I do on my phone, so I've got to keep checking in to make sure everything looks good on your end. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are testing headlines on your blog post. So your headline is like your title, and there are a couple great apps online that you can use for testing your headlines. And the first one I wanted to show you is called Advanced Marketing Institutions Marketing Value Analyzer. Let me open this up for you guys. So another great thing, like I said, is I can show you guys different websites. Actually, there's two websites here. I'm going to drop them into the links after this. So let me make this bigger. This is a great tool for analyzing the headlines on your blog post. This one is called coschedule.com/headline analyzer. Like I said, I'll drop this in here after the blog post. So what I would do is I would come in here and I would write my idea for my blog headline. And I would say something like, how to take your blog from blah to aha, or blah to amazing. Whatever you want to say. And you want to just click here and do Analyze Now, and it will actually go through and give you a grade on it. It says that right now my headline scores is 77, and then it gives you some different takeaways that you can use to incorporate into your headline to make it even better. So I would recommend when you are writing your blog posts that you go here, you type in your headline and you get a score and analyze it, because studies have shown that people will read the headline of the blog, and if it's something that doesn't spike that curiosity or that interest or that emotion, they're going to just move past it. They won't even read the blog post. So your headline is so important. Okay. Then I wanted to share one more app with you. Oh, if you guys are seeing my little notes here on Google Docs. So another app that I wanted to share, it's the Hemingway app. And this is a great one because it will go through your blog post within your WordPress site, and it will analyze what's good, what's not good, and it gives you key takeaways. So for example, the little example they show here is, this is highlighted in yellow at the top, and it says, if you see a yellow sentence, you want to shorten it or split it. If you see a red, then it's too complicated for your readers to read, and they're probably going to skip right past it. So I would recommend that you use this Hemingway app as well anytime you write a blog post, and it's going to make sure that your content is awesome, it's meaty, it's valuable. Because if you're just writing content for the sake of writing content just to get it out there, it's not going to connect with your reader as well. So the great thing about the Hemingway app is it actually will give you that insight that you need to make sure that your content is top-notch and people connect with it. So check out the Hemingway app. I'll also include a link to this in the chat at the end of my video. Let me go back to my thing here. Hello. So those are my key takeaways for you guys today on how to create a recipe for an awesome blog post. So let me go through it one more time. The first thing that you want to think about is giving people statistics to position yourself as a leadership and as an authority figure in your market. The second thing you want to do is think about that conclusion. Write the conclusion of your blog post before you even write the meat of it, the center of your blog post. Write that conclusion, end it with the question mark because it will engage readers and get them to leave comments. Then test your headlines on your blog posts, and I will drop a link to CoSchedule's headline analyzer in the link after, or in the chat after this. So make sure you are really giving a lot of thought to your headlines because, like I said, people will read the headlines, and if it doesn't intrigue them, they'll move past the blog post. They won't even open it up or read it. Then make it personal using words like I and you, sharing personal experiences, and if you really want to take that a step further, add in some controversy. And then checking out the Hemingway app because it is going to give you a grade and suggestions on how to make your content even better. Those are my tips for you today. Ooh, and I want to show you my little end slide I created. So I am Camberly Woods from CamberlyWoods.com. Join me every weekday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Facebook. So my page is facebook.com/CamberlyWoods. You can also head on over to CamberlyWoods.com and sign up for my weekly email newsletter where I give content that only my subscribers can get via email. I send them out every Thursday, so I hope to see you around. Thanks for sticking with me today as I work through some of these little technical issues. But now that I've done one broadcast with the OBS software, I feel a little more comfortable. So tomorrow should be even smoother. Thanks, guys. I will see you then. Bye.